There were 35 beds in a ward when the hospital opened.
It was dark and dank. I was a nurse at one point in my life, and I worked at a 2,000-bed city hospital in Philadelphia, and it reminded me of that.
And it wasn't exciting acute care, high-tech medicine. It was low-tech, high-care medicine.
Back then it was the Britain Memorial Hospital, and it was the place where people came to die. And it's just grown from that. You see a whole different building now. You see all different people here. The therapists push you, they get you out of bed even when you don't want to, but they know that that's the only way you're going to get better.
You know, it's a place of hope. It really is. We really think about the patients from the lighting, the skylights in areas, the pictures on the ceilings of our vent units, so that if you're laying on your back and you're looking up, you're not counting the holes in the ceiling tile. You don't know when you're in the middle of a city that we've got grounds back there with a koi pond and with hookups if you need oxygen while you're outside. Everything we do is really focused on trying to enhance the experience for our patients.
I came here in 1985. 30 years ago, it was an old plant. Old painting, big ward setups. Oh, now we have cardiac care patients, you know, left ventricular assist device patients that come in. That's completely brand new. We have different technologies that they use for rehabilitation. So it's not Star Wars, but it's clearly not what we would have been thinking about those years ago.
Technology is phenomenal. We now have a piece of equipment that can help somebody who's paralyzed from the waist down walk on their own because it's an exoskeleton. So it's like an external robot. Portable ventilators have gotten smaller, the technology's there, the batteries are getting better, and so people can be out and about for very long periods of time independently. It's incredible. It's life-changing. I mean, do you want to be in a room forever, or do you want to be up and about and out? And we do that. In fact, you know, we have patients going out today, I know, who are going on field trips, and you know, they go out to the mall, they go to the casinos, they go to, you know, everywhere. This one's going on a picnic. I know today is a picnic day. You know, you can go out on a picnic on technology or something like that. That's terrific.
You know what, they said we can use room number 2.
We have a big neuromuscular center here with a lot of clinical trials, a lot of new therapies coming down the line for ALS patients. Some of them were right on the front line of the research. The clinical trials are national clinical trials, international clinical trials.
Technology and the science now is so elevated, but despite all the science, despite all of the literature that we know and all the research, it still comes down to more of the human touch.
In all the years that I've seen the whole thing grow and change, I have never ever come across an employee that wasn't enthusiastic, hardworking, and really good.
Names make a difference, and this is a special place. It's a special hospital with a very special mission. Quite frankly, it takes on the cases that other hospitals and docs don't want to take on.
Overall mission with whatever the hospital is doing is just getting everybody back into the community and living their life to their full potentials. The adaptive sports programs is just another component of that, because everybody wants to go back home and have the same active lifestyle they had before whatever injury they had. And I know what it did for me as a child growing up with a disability and what sports did for me. It really pushed me to become independent. Whether they're kids or adults, I love seeing them succeed, and when that light bulb goes off in their head, they're like, oh my God, I can do this.
They've never picked up a tennis racket before, and by the end of the week, they're getting a ball over the net. And to see the joy in their face when that happens, it just doesn't get any better than that.
God, the future of the hospital, I mean, it's been around for 75 years. I mean, there's a lot that can happen in another 75 years.
This is the hospital that will lead that kind of change. They'll take the strategies, they'll take the procedures, they'll take the ideas and put them into practice.
Right now, we need to find a treatment for ALS. That's what we need to do. So we're doing clinical trials.
I think the future looks fantastic. Better awareness from every angle.
You know, I could see it maybe, who knows, 30, 40 years from now, where it's just like some little chip that's implanted in your spine somewhere, and then you just kind of get up and walk. I'm like, who knows? Like, I think the possibilities are endless.